Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous. Anonymous gives a large general contribution, which I will use for this video. Boy, boomers don't like being called on their nonsense, and they don't like it. They don't like it when the rules they apply to everyone else are applied to them. Now, if you've been following along, you guys have heard about, the closing of all these agencies, the USAID and U.S. Institute of Peace, and what these industries are. What they really are is been boomer financial support. This is one of those avenues, okay, where boomers dominated the federal workspace in these industries, overpaid themselves with taxpayer money, and now that that's coming to an end, they don't like it. Oh, while they were making these exorbitant salaries at taxpayer expense, that, they then would look down their noses at their children saying, well, why can't you be where I am at this age? And I have this and I have that. Why don't you have? Like, that is the boomer. So this is a little bit older. This is, I think, from back in February or March, where they were crying about, the closing of USAID, and it's not USAID. That's a lie, okay? Because what they always do, whatever they say they're doing, is the opposite. USAID stands for U.S. Advancement of Aid and Development, not aid. U.S. Advancement of Development, something like that. It's a developmental organization.
This country's going, but I used to work for the federal government, and I just don't think that this country's going in the correct direction.
What did you used to do in the federal government?
Regulate pesticides.
Okay, so USAID has funded things like a transgender opera.
And look at the boom. It's all aging boomers, old cat ladies, emasculated men. Okay. This is who it is. This is where all your tax money has been going. You wonder where these boomers acquired all this wealth. This is one of the ways. This is one of the ways.
Don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls.
Don't feed the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. All she's doing is saying what they have found money being spent on, but you're a troll. You're a troll for confronting them.
So a DEI musical, they've actually spent $30K on transgender opera in Colombia and $70K on a DEI musical.
Still walking around with masks on. They're still walking around with masks because it's a religion. And one of the tenets of this religion is covering your face, is putting a mask on. And I'll tell you, these women, they love the mask. The ugly women love the mask because they feel it's an equalizer.
In Ireland. So would you say those things are essential? Should Americans at least have a look at where USAID goes?
Absolutely not.
They shouldn't at all.
That's correct.
Absolutely not. You don't even get a say in the boomers' mind. You don't even get to question them. You don't even get to question the boomer and their money and where it goes and what they've been using it for. Yet, these are the people that have been looking down their nose at you for 30, 40 years. These are the people like your parents saying, well, why can't you accomplish what I accomplished? They're using government money to pay themselves and fund themselves. And then when they're called on it, they say you don't even have the right to question where your tax money is going, what we're using your tax money for, that, we're funding our extravagant lifestyles. over. No self-awareness, no humility, no shame. And then when called on, when put in a corner, when faced with transgender operas and all this other ridiculous stuff, they just double down and they finally admit the truth. They pull off the mask and say, yep, that's the way it is. Rules for me, rules for you, not for me. They'll lie until the point where you got them in a corner, and once you got them in a corner, the mask comes off and they tell you what you already knew. Okay, the rules don't apply to me. You don't have a right to even question where your money goes. But I can use it, but I can use this status of your money and having your money that you're forced to give to me to then question you from my high horse of how come you haven't accomplished what I've accomplished. That's the boomer. That's why they're so angry. That's why you hear all this autistic screeching from them, because we found one of their sources of revenue. Not like it was hard for them to make money in the first place. I mean, everything, the economy, the cost of living, we've been through it. That generation has literally sucked up nearly every ounce of wealth in this country and in the world that could be had, and they still want more. And now that they're at the end of their lives and they're being caught, they don't want to be questioned. Not only do they not want to be questioned, they're saying you have no right to even question us. Now, that's not how it's going to work, Boomerson. So that's the 79%. And I feel bad if you're part of the 21% that doesn't think like this, and you didn't work for the federal government, you worked a good life, you helped your children, you didn't put yourself on a high horse and make you compete against your own offspring. That's not these people. He heard the rundown. He knows it's all true. He don't care as long as he gets his. I'm a boomer. Rules for thee, not for me. That is their motto, and it always will be. So, thank you, Anonymous, for the contribution. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.